Dire team ban.
Alright guys, more Russian Dota coming your way. It's Game 3, iCCup versus Virtus.pro, ars-art's team versus Resolution. And well, we had epic 2 games. It's 2 kills a minute at the very least. 2 kills a minute. Russian Dota at its best, lots of aggression, always very early first bloods with lots of kills. And well, I'm not alone. Today I'm joined by Gods. I'm your host, Lysander Zenora, and Gods, you guys all know him. He's going to be joining me for this broadcast. Hey, what you doing? How you doing?
Welcome to the Corsair Summer Tournament. For you guys new to the broadcast, well, probably not new to, well, maybe not new to Beyond the Summer, but new to the Corsair Summer Tournament. This is a $10,000 cup featuring 16 of the best teams in Europe, and right now we're in the Russian group. We've got iCCup and Virtus.pro playing right now. The next match is Rock's up against NextKZ. 2 of these 4 teams advance the players, 2 get knocked out, and the other big thing for you guys viewing is there's actually a gaming PC giveaway over on the Go2 Gamers website, which is gc.corsair.com. So if you want to support Corsair, if you want to support the tournament, and if you want a chance to win a gaming PC, definitely check out the giveaway there. Sign up for it, follow Corsair on Facebook and all that. But right now we have a Game 3, iCCup and Virtus.pro. Virtus.pro has definitely looked a lot stronger in Game 2, so I think going into this Game 3, they're definitely the favorites.
Yeah, but iCCup, they showed us that they can win Game 1, so they could do it again. Virtus.pro are a very volatile team. They are very talented, no doubt about that, but still, they have the tendency, as what people like to call as throwing, which kind of spawns from, well, I wouldn't say lack of discipline, but over-aggression and, well, the passion to kill is what I like to say. I like to call it. It does lead to you overextending a little bit, and it's understandable when you're hit by 10k and you're like, hey, we can dive the base, just, you know, give them a good pounding, show them to mess with us. But hey, sometimes it does turn around and bite you in the butt with the bounty hunter on the other side. But yeah, Virtus.pro showed us that they could play properly the last round, and they did a very convincing win. Other than Storm Rage, a very talented carry.
Yeah, he played really well. This time around, like in Game 1, they're going to give away Wisp to iCCup, but they banned Chaos Knight. So we see Chaos Knight banned. iCCup have banned out the OD, the Outworld Devourer, once again. So maybe we see Puck picked up by Virtus.pro. Last game it was the Puck with the Nature's Prophet. If they want both those 2 heroes, they can pick both of them again.
Yep, they could, but the Wisp, some of the Westerners do class him. I'm not so sure, some pro teams, not sure if Loader actually classes him as an OP hero right now. The Wisp, a lot of Western teams regard him as OP, but in Southeast Asia we rarely even see him. If Zenith once in a while, they do troll around, pick him up, but yeah,
it's becoming more popular.
Yeah,
definitely more popular. MUFC started using him. They used to Wisp CK in the Alienware Cup, so he's definitely getting more and more popular.
And putting the faith in the Weaver once again, Jackal is going to be playing the Weaver. Even with all those disables, he played a solid Weaver in the last game. He has been playing 2 great games with Weaver, 3rd time's a charm. But I'm against, as a caster, I'm against running the same strat multiple times. In my history of casting, it's always never worked out for them. One of the best examples was IG in the International. The Grand Finals, they played against Na'Vi. I honestly think, given the circumstances, they could have taken it 3-0. But that game they lost was because they picked the exact same draft that, well, they fought Na'Vi with in the first one, and they got spotted up. They got figured out. Na'Vi won that one, and it became a 3-1 instead of a 3-0. Well, we're gonna see if it does happen to iCCup here. Virtus.pro, they go with some really strong heroes, Lifestealer and Prophet.
They've got the Lifestealer. This hero is still very, very powerful even after the nerfs, and smartly iCCup banned out the Puck. They picked up probably the carry hero for Illidan with Lifestealer. They've got KSI's Nature's Prophet for the offlane. They need a solo mid hero, so they ban out the Puck, deny that from Crazy or TMW. And iCCup once again have picked up Jackal's Weaver, even though they lost Game 2. I feel like giving this hero to Jackal is definitely a recipe for success.
Yeah. Is the last one going to be a silencer ban though? Silencer did really cripple them in the last game, and Silencer does, well, it does own the Wisp and anything else really good. If you, well, he sees your relocate coming, and you can't cancel relocate. You get Global Silence. What are you going to do now? You TP into a bunch of enemy heroes with no spells. You're going to find yourself in a very, 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 very bad place. And yep, they're going to remove out the silencer. So iCCup not gonna let anything fall the plans this time. And well,
Silence is great against Wisp combos because you can pop the Global Silence after the relocate, and just when they come in, they're silenced. Or I think you can actually even cancel the relocate using Global Silence.
I think it's cancelled to let them come in.
Yeah,
it's 2 free heroes.
Lay the trap, and if you have tanky heroes like Lifestealer's not going to instantly die. He can pop the rage and buy some time. Nature's Prophet maybe needs to be careful, but if you get something like a Shadow Blade, you can be kept alive. So, be interesting to see what these next couple picks are. Probably start seeing supports here. Not at all surprised. They pick up the Bane once again. Probably Mr. ars-art who will be handling him for the second time in a row.
He played a good one, staying in the tree line, hiding in the fog, and dropping those grips. He just knows the exact range on that thing to make sure he doesn't get cancelled. He only got cancelled once in a major team fight, I feel, and that was because the flame break caught him at the edge of it. That was very unfortunate, but yeah, it was something that he needed to throw then and then, and that was why he used it. And you know, he got cancelled after 1 second. That was the only Fiend's Grip he missed. And no, iCCup gonna see what they do to counter this up. Actually, the silencer could have worked out really well for them if they decided to risk it.
It would have been definitely risky. I think they would have two supports that are a bit too squishy there. They want another support with some stuns or some... Because right now they have no lockdown at all except for the tether stun. They want something like a Sand King or... Clockwork's great. There you go. It's not a support with stuns, but it's a side lane hero or potentially a solo mid.
And you can lock down
good
Bane.
Stuns and lockdown.
It'll be good against the Bane. Just walk near him or even drop the hook shot, push him away with the cogs, and of course, encasing Lifestealer in that cog tomb, if you want to call that, is really important. Because although it's not pushed away by the cogs anymore, he still wastes a great amount of his rage time standing there trying to hit you. And well, it's good against Nature's Prophet if he's trying to make a run for it anyway as well. And it's generally a good hero, needed enough. And iCCup, they're gonna be facing up with Queen of Pain.
Okay. Queen of Pain is, it's sort of, a substitute to the Puck. It's a very mobile, aggressive solo mid hero that can control the tempo of the game again. That'll be TNW's hero for mid. They just need another support now, which you can just go for something like the standard Lina or Leshrac if you want to.
Yeah, the Queen of Pain actually is very good. Of course, against the Weaver, nothing was said about that. A few seconds under the Queen of Pain, the Weaver will just evaporate. But the Wisp is something to note as well. If you do jump on a Wisp, well, let's just say the pair up for this will be CK. It could be a Savant, it could be a Dragon Knight, but let's say it's a CK Wisp. You go in there, Queen of Pain throws spells all around the place. Your Wisp just pops, and you don't even know what happens. And now it's gonna be the Dragon Knight. The Dragonborn has given his help to iCCup, and well, Dragon Knight's pretty good. His tank ability doesn't come in form of HP, which is great against Lifestealer because he eats HP for lunch and dinner. It comes in the form of armor, which is really good against Lifestealer, and of course all the right click from Prophet as well. But still, I think that is not enough damage. Dragon Knight doesn't dish out that much damage, and neither does
It'll be
Weaver.
a combined effort between DK and Weaver, but I feel like you say, there's not quite enough. They need a support who can do some burst damage. They're the ones who really want something like a Lina, if you want damage yourself. I think you can make up for your carries not having damage by getting some good DPS from your supports, which is your Lina, your Leshrac. Leshrac's banned now, but Lina's still in the pool here. Both teams, I think, will be eyeballing off Lina as a good support to finish off their lineups with.
Yeah, and we're gonna see how it's actually done here, because if you say there are no stuns, but the Wisp tether stun with the Weaver is also somewhat a guaranteed stun, and it does give a lot of mobility to Weaver as well, allowing him to dive a little bit further. And it's a good pick-off skill. It's a good pick-off in the early stages. Not against Lifestealer that much, but against a Bane or something like that, or even a Prophet if they do fight against an off-lane Prophet. It is very possible, and it's gonna be Rubik last pick for Virtus Pro.
Well, there's the Shikuchi to steal. You mentioned
Yeah.
Chuan yesterday in the Dota Super... No, sorry, not Dota Super League, the Alienware Cup, being fantastic with it, and something which we could see come out from VP here. Probably the stand-in on the Rubik and ars-art on the Bane again, but they could easily switch things around.
Yeah, ars-art, wishing he had Kuroki here, but still, A Rubik is always good to have on the team, and not only that, not only for the Tsukuchi, but great against Clockwork as well. And we're gonna see black holes. Very surprising pick considering there's a Rubik.
Yeah, this is a jungle Enigma as well. So the problem is it means they're running a dual lane, which is bad because VP could go offensive trailing. They could run Rubik, Bane, Lifesteal at bottom, have Queen of, which I think they're going to do because Queen of Pain and is great mid. Nature's Prophet can go safe lane, and they'll be Nature's Prophet 1v1. It looks like against the Clockwork, and then Weaver will be in the safe lane. So Prophet can dominate a Clockwork, and then Weaver, while he maybe can stay alive against a trial lane, he's not going to farm very well.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be so sure about the staying alive thing. There's a lot of lockdown. Nightmare is plenty of time for someone to walk by, punch a sentry ward in the ground, and if he tries to make a run with Tsukuchi, there's a pickup with telekinesis. So there's a lot of problems for him. The Nightmare is a perfect setup for the low range open wounds as well, something to note. And well, we're gonna see what is gonna be, what's gonna be the case here. Virtus Pro playing on the Radiant side, Mr. ars-art again on the Bane Elemental, and we're gonna have Illidan on the hard carry life stealer, Crazy on that fully evolved Star Ladder set of Queen of Pain, and Nature's Prophet, and who's the last guy? Yep, and it's gonna be a stand-in Medved or Jotum, and it's gonna be playing on the Rubik.
Well, for the Dire side, iCCup, we are going to have Dragon Knight being played by Resolution in the mid lane. The off lane is going to be the Clockwork played by Mag. And finally, we have our tri lane. We've got We Just Zik playing the Wisp, Jackal on the Weaver. And then finally, Always Wanna Fly playing the Enigma.
Let's see if he can land those black holes to win his team the game. There is a lack of disable, I would say. Of course, there is the Bane, but Bane doesn't really want to grip him. Gripping Enigma is kind of a waste. And Enigma, if he gets gripped, well, he's done his job. But of course, he has to be very careful with the Rubik actually tossing someone onto him. That could be a problem as well. He might think, oh yeah, the pickup is gone, I'll drop the black hole now, and his teammate lands on him. It could be a problem. But still, always want to fly. His black holes are going to be pretty monumental when it comes to the team fights.
Interesting, Prophet's actually going straight jungle. I think VP are expecting a tri-lane top, which it is a tri-lane top. And Nature's Prophet's just going to go straight into the jungle. He's been pulled to Clarity, so he's got all the mana in the world. He's going to have a very fast Midas here on Nature's Prophet.
But it's a double damage for Jackal. Unfortunately for him, the only thing he will be shooting is creeps. So.
Yeah, it's not going to matter. He's not going to miss any creeps, but he shouldn't miss creeps anyways, especially with a raid ban first. So this is not at all an important route for him at all.
And Mac going to be trapping in two creeps with the cogs. So I'm not so sure what this actually does, because the creeps are released eventually. So
yes, it's more just it messes up the creep equilibrium. It means the lane can push out to your tower, and it also, I guess to some extent, it slows down their farm early, just so that they can't kill you right off the bat.
Yeah, and he only gets one this time. So.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, he's gonna let it go. I wonder if you could do this with a Venomancer and just plug that hole with the ward.
Yeah, you might be able to actually. A Clockwork Venomancer offensive dual lane. Well, not really off. You can't really call it offensive. It's probably the most defensive way to play it possible.
Yeah, better than a Lich.
Yeah.
It might be interesting. And now that I said it, there are about 12,000 people on the stream right now, so I'm pretty sure some guy is gonna try with his friend in the pub. And well, oh yeah, bring up the last hits. 8 last hits for Enigma, of course, something that is very expected from the Enigma. Enigma, one of the fastest jungles, and Jackal, of course, with the double damage, 8 for 9 for 0 right now. But Quap is pretty even with the DK. DK is gonna shrug off most of that Shadow Strike damage, especially with the Bottle Crow coming up. He has the Dragon Blood. He can actually offset the poison damage quite a fair bit.
DK is one of those heroes which is, I guess, underrated. Not so much underrated, but people don't realize DK actually does fine against Queen of Pain, does fine against heroes like Puck. You can actually break even and farm decently just by getting a fast bottle. And you want to Bottle Crow some, but even without mass Bottle Crowing, you still do okay, just with having a bottle and being fairly tanky.
And your Brief Fire actually hurts a lot, especially if you catch the Queen of Pain as well as Puck. They don't have a lot of HP to take the punishment, as opposed to you, where you have your Dragon Blood, you have your high HP, high armor. They can't really do much damage. I remember you really hating to play against DK back in Dota 1, where his well, my only impression of him was he's tanky, he's really hard to harass, and I just didn't want to harass him because I have this psychological block in my head like, oh, he's too tanky, I'm just not gonna harass him. It could be
Waste of time.
a point as well. That yeah, it's the same thing with the living armor on Treant. After a while, the Queen of Pain decides to play passive if there's a Treant here, because he just feels that there's no point harassing, and once you play a bit too passive, you let your opponent, well, get a hit. And well, DK doing the smart thing, dropping on the high ground, not wanting to risk a steal.
Yeah, we
Shout out to
not
Dendy.
a Dendy moment. Yeah, Dendy did provide everyone some great entertainment there.
Yes, XY, you clown. Words of
That was a great play from XY.
Yeah.
But both
It's all over
teams,
net now.
we're seeing something which I know we talked about. I think last time we were casting GST. It's the tri-lanes versus nothing.
Yeah.
Well, there's a literal tri-lane versus nothing at top because Prophet's jungling. Bottom lane, there's a tri-lane versus a Clockwork who's not really laning. So that means that supports are either trying to push tower early in the case of iCCup at top, or for VP, they're trying to get early levels by using pulls, stacking neutral camps, and just being as efficient as possible.
And it's also the first time we have failed to meet our 2 kills a minute. And first blood has not happened for the first 4 minutes, so...
We'll have to catch up later.
But tower goes down. I always want to fly. He joins his teammates. He picks up the tower as well. This could be a very fast blink.
Yeah, it definitely could be something that he wants to go for right off the bat. Or we could see the fast mech. I think fast mech on Enigma for like a more team-based play is actually not too bad. If you're not, then you don't have to rely on hitting black holes. Even with a blink, you're not guaranteed to hit big black holes. And they're going for the tier 2 even. Bane is forced to TP up top. I don't think he can really defend this a whole lot either.
Oh,
All the tower.
Very careful.
Let's go south. We'll pop the salve and Bane pulls the creep wave off the tower. That's big because now it's just Eidolons which do a bit of damage, but they're going to start taking tower hits. And the creep wave now, Assad's like, man, this ain't cool.
Bane is a good hero, but he doesn't have anti-push at all. He can brain sap, but even brain sap doesn't kill the range creep. So he's gonna have a tough time. He has to be a bit of a meat shield here. Tank up the creep wave. He did tank up the creep wave there, and well, tower still takes a lot of damage. And this is a lot of gold going away. Not just the 3 heroes here. It goes to Clockwork as well. Allows him to afford up some items. He has a stick now and a boots. Resolution is gonna work towards his items as well. But Lifestealer, Illidan, 5-minute Midas. Wow.
Yikes! Yeah, with like, well, they haven't got the early tower, but he's just gone for a straight Midas here. I guess it's what you'd expect for a free farming Lifestealer. You get that Midas around 5 minutes, or sometimes even like 4 to 4.5 minutes, depending on how many corners you cut. And he's cut quite a few here. No boots, nothing else, just the stout shield and whatever other starting items. Where's Nature's Prophet? He's going to have Midas as well. 5-minute Midas. We're going to see double Midas from VP around the 5-minute mark.
Yep, and now they want to give chase on ars-art. He could be in a bit of trouble. Nope. Just gonna cancel out his clarity potion, annoy the hell out of him, drop him down to half HP. But ars-art, he's used to this. Even back on Navi, he used to play those, well, the throwaway supports, if you call it that.
Oh, bottom jungle. This could be our first blood. Clockwork. He's going to go down. Nature's Prophet came in for the first blood, and they get a kill here. iCCup. They lose Clockwork here. Just got a bit too out of position there. He was trying to contest the pulls a bit and get some XP. He did get up to level 3.5, but that's an offlane at level 3.5. You look at VP, their offlane of the Prophet. He's level 7 almost. He's not. I mean, he's a jungler. He's not. He has an offlane, but this is like the same position hero as the Clockwork. That 3 position. Well, it's pretty obvious who's having a better time.
But Weaver takes the tier 2 up top. ars-art finally unable to defend the tower. Not that I blame him. He doesn't have any nukes to bring down the creep wave. And Jackal got a few very bold here. The Queen of Pain not pick up a TP scroll is kind of a mistake, I feel. Even if he does run with Blink, he will take a lot of time. If ars-art gets jumped, he won't be able to TP in.
DK, not find too much at mid lane, even with the DD rune. Could have gone. You get a stun, you get a Breath of Fire, you can get Queen of Pain low, but it's just a waste of mana because Queen of Pain will blink away, survive it, and then you've just wasted a bit of mana here. And he's going to bring out his Belt of Giant Strength.
But he should have actually gotten one shot on the tower. The Corrosive Breath will eat away at it slowly. I think it was a mistake not turning around just to shoot once.
Oh yeah, just to do a bit of damage here. Queen of Pain actually has strength threats now, so definitely getting kills on Queen of Pain out of the option unless there's a gank coming in from some teammates, which could happen when Wisp hits level 6, but Wisp only just hits level 4 now.
Oh, ars-art giving up on the top lane. Now that the top lane has been cleared out, it is a good farm zone for whoever wants to go down there. Later on, there could be profit. But now Illidan, I think he has had enough of that early game
TP
farm.
mid.
He's going to take a tower. Not TP mid. And Resolution is going to TP out. No stuns. ars-art unable to sleep him. And well,
Queen
he's
of
gonna
Pain
get out
cancelled the ultimate. The ultimate wouldn't have done enough damage, so it was a smart cancel from Crazy on the Queen of Pain. But so far, it feels like iCCup got 2 fast towers, but that was at the cost of giving away all this farm. 2 Midases in exchange for 2 towers at top is basically the trade-off we've seen. And now VP are going to start looking to push towers themselves, so it's towers. While VP aren't taking towers, they definitely can once they want to group up. Nature's Prophet great at pushing.
And the 2 most, I would call, useless towers for the Radiant as well. The top tower is something, the money is already sitting there. It will come to you eventually if you push them. So it's not really a good trade, I feel.
There's no strategic value to, like, the bottom towers are important because they're near Roshan.
And not only Roshan, it guards your jungle as well. So you can't TP in support if you lose your bottom tier 2 for the Radiant and Dire up top. So those 2 towers are, it's like trading away. It's like borrowed gold. You claim it first. You cash in on your checks first, your trust fund money.
Yep.
But later on, you pay for it.
They cashed in too early. They should have been waiting for that interest to accrue. Although towers don't get more valuable as the game goes on. But you can see in the gold graph, iCCup are ahead by 250 gold. But if anything, I would say they're behind right now. They've been out-farmed. They're up against 2 Midases, and the experience, I imagine, the experience 3,000 in VP's favor because the Midas is giving extra experience, and also the Nature's Prophet just leveling.
Grip here, Resolution. This time you will be going down. No need for any Sonic Waves. And they're going to right click it down. Not so sure if MadVet was trying to steal that, but hey, they get a kill, and that's a good kill.
KSI well. Was trying to steal it. That Prophet ultimate. It's like, man, I've got this kill, surely.
Yeah, it bounced to the creep, nearly hit the DK, but DK already died. TMW, Crazy. He's been having a good time, I think.
Oh yeah, he's been doing well in the mid lane, and Nature's Prophet also having a great time. He's going to go straight for a Shadow Blade, not even worrying about boots here. He's going to have like an 11 or 12 minute Shadow Blade, it looks like.
Yeah, but Clockwork slowly but surely gonna have that arcane boots and threats here for the Dragon Knight. And like I said, even with the Dragon Knight having farm, he's not gonna do a lot of damage. Short of a Daedalus, if he rushes Daedalus, maybe a Shadow Blade, but it still doesn't do a lot of damage. You really need a lot of items to do damage in DK. You need to go with tank first, and then you need maybe some mobility. It's really difficult for DK to fatten up or hurt a lot. Weaver as well, I always class him as a class B kind of carry. He's not the best. He's good for annoying people, picking off supports. Unlike Anti-Mage can kill supports and then the main heroes, but Weaver can't really do that well. He's really fragile. He has to go in and out, and that really hurts when you're trying to pick down something big. And now they're gonna go on the tower, and with the Explosive Breath, I think it'll be good. Easy, and the Illusions will be pushing back the wave. ars-art takes a little bit of dragon damage, but it's gonna be okay. Queen of Pain has the ultimate in 5 seconds. Tower will drop.
The big thing is here, iCCup know they need to put on pressure now. They're going for this early game. They've got an early game lineup with early game items. They've got heroes like Weaver, DK. DK not really a great late game carry, like you mentioned. Weaver, B great carry, and Enigma's going for an early game item with the fast mech. He's not going for the blink. He'll go for a fast mech, and this is all about taking towers early.
Bottom lane. Mech looks for the hook, latches on perfectly on Illidan. Illidan will go down. He tries to TP Black Hole used for him. So no running away, Mr. Illidan. You'll be stuck right in, and he goes down to the Dragon Knight. So good pick off here.
They had to use the Black Hole. It's worth using that Black Hole there to ensure that kill. Because they'll also get a tier 1 tower here. Maybe Lifestealer can buy back though. I know he's got no money.
Yeah, he's going for the armlet. I think he has it. No, he does not. He has picked up his threats. He finally got him, and he got the Helm of the Iron Will. He's very tanky, but that was 5 heroes, and no chance. 5 heroes in a Black Hole is an ensured kill. And it was worth it as well. He was getting out of control. They had to stop him, take away his towers, and I think iCCup, they have a chance in this. They have to take a lot of towers, restrict Lifestealer to his base, make him risk going out there trying to farm Ancients or what. Well, get up some items, pick Roshan, and try to go for some trades, towers for heroes, something like that.
They're getting some momentum. They've got the level 6 Wisp, which means they can start using Relocate, and now they have the mech arrive. DK's got 1200 HP, so he's really tanky.
Again, the Grim. And this Sonic Wave could be latched on very perfectly, but the mech charge does save it, but Resolution does pop with all that burst. And well, they only lose the DK for that amount of ultimates, but still, Jackal's gonna back off their Sentry Ward. But oh, read Zig. Oh no, he does tether away, so he's gonna be okay, I think. But Crazy, he wants to give chase, and Wisp, he might be running the wrong side, TP out. He's gonna buy some time for his teammates. Is there gonna be a pickup on Rubik? Rubik, Sukuchi a little bit late.
And a bit out of mana. Once he used that Shikuchi, he didn't have mana for a telekinesis, so... Only losing the DK that... It looks like it's one of those grips where you're like, he uses the grip to start the fight off, and you're like, wow, how does he get a grip like that off? Surely they can cancel it. But he was at his tower. He was out of range of all the stuns. You can't use a tether stun. DK can't get a stun. The only stun you could use is a clockwork hookshot, but that was on cooldown still, so...
as well, but Enigma wasn't in a position for that.
Yeah, Enigma was too far back. He was sitting at the back way. He popped his mech off, but even the mech couldn't save the life.
Yep. Still waiting for that black hole steal from Rubik, but still, Enigma should just use it whenever he sees no Rubik around. I think that the black hole for just one kill, similar to the RP, is not as cost efficient, but similar to the RP, just blow it on one hero, pick off a tower, take a hero, take off the tower, which is why Bad Rider is so good. He goes for exactly that, pick off a hero and take a tower, something like that. It's just really good. And now I think they are going for Roshan. They have the new Eidolon sets, and yeah, they might want to do this. They have a sentry ward guarding the entire Rosh pit, so I don't think there'll be any contest here. There's a medallion up here for Weaver, so this will be a free Rosh. I don't think Virtus Pro know about this. They think it's gonna be a smoke gang. They're gonna play very defensive, and the lack of towers.
Yeah, iCCup know that at any point if their momentum stops, they're done for. They're trying to make sure they're constantly either pushing towers, taking Roshan, taking fights, because they're being outfarmed by Midases, but they're staying just ahead in terms of gold because of all these towers and Roshan.
Aegis goes down. I'm not so sure this is the right choice, going in just when the Aegis is taken up. And Crazy, he loses a lot of HP, but no black hole for Enigma. Now 20 seconds of that one. He pops the mech for his entire team. Wisp loses a little bit of health at the edge of that. But Relocate comes in. Here we go. Rubik, you just out of Sukuchi. Sentry ward drops down. He goes in again on the Sukuchi. And well, this is what I was talking about. Sukuchi, Rubik, pretty annoying.
They tried to counter it with sentries. Like you're buying sentries for the stolen Shikuchi, not even for the Weaver. It's for the Rubik who's stolen the Weaver Shikuchi, but doesn't work out there. DK's now TP top. He's actually in a bit of trouble here. Immediate stun onto Queen of Pain, trying to fight his way out of this one. He's going to be forced back, and the TP support from Always Wanna Fly there helps keep DK alive.
And actually, I quite like this. I like what the Queen of Pain is going for. He's going for a straight Black King bar, and that's going to be pretty important. The only thing going to stop him is, of course, the Black Hole. And now he could actually get a full burst combo off onto Always Wanna Fly. It's going to be risky now. There's a mech. He shouldn't try. But the BKB is going to prevent all that Dragon Tail stun from Resolution, as well as Tether stun. Blinking.
Profit ultimate soon?
The problem?
10 seconds.
Oh, Enigma in a lot of trouble here. Are they going to go for the Dragon Tail? He might turn around for the Black Hole. Mech charge into Black Hole. Yep. Lifesteal trying to bait it out. Resolution once again gets blown up. Mech charge going to keep him alive. And now that's 3 grips and that's 3 deaths on DK.
Yeah, ars-art is so timely with these Fiends grip. Every time it secures kills, and it never seems to get cancelled by any stuns.
Oh, hookshot latches in the Nature's Prophet. KSI at the back end of the play gets picked off.
Dire's middle tower
They're going to try and get the 9 in the tower. Actually gets glyphed up just as Jackal was trying to time that last hit.
They might Black Hole Illidan again. Yep, Black Hole Illidan again. But he hits the tower. But he will go down. No, will he go down? Black Hole stolen by Rubik. And now that's going to be Weaver going down. Mac caught in it as well. The Wisp is going to be caught, but here comes the Aegis. And this could be a lot of kills here for Weaver, potentially. Yep, ars-art. He's going to take over from the Urn Charge. And now they'll go after Crazy. And they're going to relocates out just in time. There's a regeneration rune here. This might be a triple for Jackal. Steals it. Resolution. You team player here steals the kill from.
I think it was a kill secure. That one was definitely a kill secure. I don't think they were. Queen of Pain had a blink soon, so you needed to just kill Queen of Pain as fast as possible.
Yeah, I guess so.
So they get a team wipe out of that. iCCup, they'd only had 1 kill the entire game, and then suddenly they add on 5 more.
Yep, that was really great for them. Jackal once again staying alive in the fight. I'm not so sure how this guy does it, but he could be on his way to be one of the better Rubik, one of the better Weaver players I've seen. Who's that Chinese guy that was really good as well? Was it Tofu?
With Weaver, yeah, Hao plays Weaver all the time.
He's really
he's their main. He's like their main carry player. He's not just like an off-lane Weaver. He plays it mid sometimes, or he'll play it in the safe lane. But Weaver's a really cool hero. If you've got someone who can play it well, it's amazing the difference like between a good and like just a decent Weaver player. Like the really good Weaver players make the hero looks like a top tier pick. You can justify it being picked up in the first 2 picks when you see these really good Weaver players.
And he always gets you just when you think you got him. And now Weaver's gonna run very far away from them. And yeah, Virtus Pro, the smoke has been dispelled, and their attack failed. So we just gonna hide in the tree line there, and now that's a blink dagger for Enigma. The next black hole could be pretty huge.
Yeah, we've got a blink on Enigma, and we're going to have a Shadow Blade on DK. The Shadow Blade's nice, even though there's going to be a lot of sentries and maybe later on a gem, because you've got a Weaver on your team. Wisp buys... Oh no, that's actually iCCup with a gem. Same as last game, they're the ones buying the gem iCCup. They're really proactive about maintaining map control. I like seeing this. When a DK has a Shadow Blade, his initiation potential gets really strong as well.
And now VP are trading in top tier 1 for bottom tier 2. I'm not sure if this is the best trade, so long Wisp doesn't get out of position there. They get the tower now. They don't have the glyph, they do have the glyph. So yeah, they're gonna lose the tower, and DK will pick that up for free. Resolution gonna have his Shadow Blade and the back of that, and now Queen of Pain dives in very far. They're gonna TP in, and there's no black hole for now 45 seconds. They might want to hold off on this attack.
Wants to bring out that Shadow Blade. It's on the Courier. And unfortunately the Courier was actually coming out before it picked up the Shadow Blade. It was coming out with the gem. Need to get that Shadow Blade. There we go. With that Shadow Blade they can try and find initiation. There'll be some sentries. ars-art, yeah, he's got sentries, but right now they're not really set up for this. Yeah. That's where DK is sure he gives you magic immunity, but instant stuns like DK is really, it's actually a counter towards BKBs and spells like Rage, because it's an instant stun, it can't be dodged. Stuff which have projectile stuns can be dodged by BKB or Rage.
And even getting ars-art would be great. The Fiend's Grip just removes one player immediately out, and Nightmare removes another, which is one of the strengths of Bane. Oh, and here we go, TP in, and a hook in on KSI. Is it KSI? Yep, it's KSI. Did Prophet. Dragon Breath as well. They're gonna TP in, try and contest this, but I don't think Crazy should die for this.
And it's DK who's holding the gem. He got the hook shot when Prophet was invis and cogged him, and just knew that it would land, and then DK came in, provided the gem vision. They get an easy kill, and then they just retreat. They just go back to farming, and iCCup, it's just been constant pressure. Even though they're only 7 kills, it feels like they're always killing towers or Roshan or something. So they're going to lose clockwork.
Yeah, but yeah, I would like to say that this game, it kind of looks as though we just moved to another continent. It looks like a C game. It looks more like a Chinese game where players are playing very safe. It could be the vodka wearing off, you never know. But still, they're playing very safe here. And it's been 20 minutes and we only got 13 kills. So a big change here. Resolutions, be careful. Doesn't want to lose this gem.
Yeah, absolutely. This gem is the crucial pickup for iCCup at the time being. They can afford to lose Clockwork here and there. Clockwork actually finished his 4 staff, so even though he died, he got his item. And it's a very useful item at that. Weaver's going to have a Lincoln Sphere, does have a Lincoln Sphere now, so iCCup, they've pretty much, at this point they've reached one of their peaks. They're ready to fight, they want to fight now. They've got Shadow Blade, they've got Gem, they've got Lincolns, they've got a 4-staff on Clockwork, and they have a Blink Enigma with a Black Hole.
Resolution gets caught out here. Black Hole gonna catch all of them, but no, instant stun here.
Stolen.
And Rubik stole Black Hole.
It's stolen.
Yep, could be a problem.
He can't use it now because of the Malefice, but he's still got it.
There's gonna be a double kill. Free gem. Was the gem taken up? Yep, the gem's taken up by Bane. So Dragon Knight playing very aggressive even with the gem. Like I said, he has to be very careful with that. He loses it.
Too aggressive. That was a big turning point for VP. The game wasn't looking too bad for them. Like they were still in sort of nip and reach, but it was starting to get out of control. And that fight there, those 2 pickoffs, just got them back in this game. They'll be able to break even at least here.
Yeah, and like I said about that black hole, it would have been a perfect black hole. Catching 3, even Rubik was caught in that. But the problem is, like I said, he timed that wrongly. He granted for the black hole, but Rubik already did telekinesis on Dragon Knight, and Dragon Knight fell into Enigma. So that cancelled the black hole, and that was very unfortunate. But meanwhile, Jackal gets another pick-off on the bottom lane. Prophet dying quite a bit there. And they might get this denied on this tower as well. Yeah, they do get it. Yep.
Dire's bottom tower has been denied.
And kill Prophet this time it was just normal sentry wards, I think. I don't even know if they had vision for that gank. Oh, Queen of Pain's come bottom. Wants Enigma. Enigma's not getting out of here.
It's gonna stall some time, burn some HP off, but yep, he's gonna go down. And now 9-8 now, still pretty close game, 21 minutes, 22 minutes in. iCCup. Well, the gold graph is going back up in favor of VP. He's gonna hit 0 very soon. Roshan in 2 minutes.
It will. VP have got themselves back in this game, and they've got the better sort of hero composition for the most part going late game. At least for a certain parts, but you've got Lifesteal who's when he finishes his Assault Press, Queen of Pain with the BKB now. Fighting into these heroes is going to be very difficult. And the other big item is going to be this Nature's Prophet with probably a Hex, which will be much needed against the Weaver.
Yeah, but he has a Lincoln, so you really have to have good coordination or have the rough nature tick him off at the right time.
So iCCup have recovered the gem, which is really nice as well.
Oh, it was Prophet that had it?
Or did they buy another gem?
No, it's from Wisp.
Yeah, it's the original gem. So both teams have a gem, but Weaver's recovered
Oh,
the
they
gem
gave it
which
to
Wisp bought.
they gave it to Prophet and he died.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Well,
Yeah.
the Radiant team bought another gem.
Yeah,
Bane
ars-art
just bought a
brought
gem himself.
Yeah, so Prophet throwing more than just his life.
Needs to be careful. He actually buys a 4-star.
Yeah.
This is
Getting
okay,
called.
I guess.
Getting
It's
called.
good against Clockwork is the main thing.
And Prophet can afford it. He can make a little bit of detour.
Yeah.
He does get a lot of money very fast. And always want to fly, working towards that BKB now. He doesn't want to get interrupted. The previous interruption was a very, very detrimental to him. That three-man black hole would have turned the fight around. And what's the pig doing here?
I think it was scouting for rewards here. Or at least initially. It wanted to scout for a ward without having to go into the river. Actually, no, they have vision. They have the observe one on the other side, so they don't need it. But the big thing coming up is Roshan. So both teams want to try and get map control around the Roche bit. Both teams have a ward there. They want to try and de-ward. They want to make sure, well, especially iCCup being on the dire side, they want to make sure they get this next Aegis.
And Black Hole's up. Rubik's one has expired, so he didn't get to cast that. He has stolen Black Hole, but Black Hole is not exactly the hardest thing to steal. But yeah, it's gonna be quite difficult for him if they... It's gonna be quite difficult for Always Wanna Fly, I think. Without that BKB, it's still very easy to get disabled. There's a Bane. ars-art is always on the ball with this. And Rubik, of course, throwing people around is something you can't really time as Enigma. Enigma, you have to work pretty fast. The Black Hole timings only happen, well, in split seconds. So you have to jump in there and then. And if you jump in at the wrong time, get caught by the telekinesis, it's another 180 seconds before you can try again.
Yeah. Well, do you favor either of the teams right now as far as their position goes? It feels really even, but
Yeah, even the net
I don't know.
Weaver is sitting up there. He's nearly toe-to-toe with the Lifestealer with the Midas, 1k up. Weaver without that Midas. So Jackal's been doing a pretty good job. Prophet sitting at 9,000.
Yeah. If he can get the Desolator up in the next couple of minutes, I think iCCup will be looking good.
Yeah, the Desolator will help a lot. Lifestealer, like I've told my viewers once in a while, he is a guy without okay, what am I talking about? He has an assault now, but without the assault, he has really low armor for a Lifestealer. He starts with a 2, and even now if you take away his assault, if you look at it, he only has 4 armor at level 14. He has really, really low armor. So if you can beat him to death with low armor skills like Alchemist, which is why I say that Lifestealer is not exactly the best hero against Alchemist, because if Alchemist gets a few seconds with him, he gets chopped to bits and pieces before his assault curas, and sometimes even after that he still gets killed, because physical damage does a lot of damage to a lot of hurt to Lifestealer. So something to note as well for those people, Fortune. So Desolator, I definitely agree he's gonna be really good. Already has the medallion.
You want to get as much minus time as possible. The Assault Crest will negate a lot of that. I think it was built this in preparation for a Desolator on Weaver, but we'll see them poke around at bottom. Illidan may just want to try break the Lincolns. Yeah, he breaks the Lincolns, and we'll have to see if Bane can get in with a Fiend's Grip, although he's got no real way of getting closer. It was just an open wound to break Lincolns, hoping that there could maybe be a Fiend's Grip.
Oh, now they get a Dragon Tail up on Illidan. Illidan drops really low, he dies! Wow. What was he doing there? He was expecting his team to back him up, but his team's like, nope, 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 and they would back off. So
yeah, his team isn't really prepared to. He's meant to be. I mean, he needs to be the one sort of tanking and surviving.
no
he just
buyout.
went splat.
This is Roshan. No buyout.
Okay, really good pickup for iCCup. After that, I've got to favour where they're sitting right now, because this Roshan gold, and with a couple minutes of farming, is going to be Weaver's Desolator. DK will have his BKB very soon. All these item pickups, BKB on Enigma even, very soon. All these item pickups are going to give iCCup a really strong mid game.
Yeah. And provided they do not throw, get a Rex or 2, they could look actually take this game.
Fallen to the dire.
So guys, iCCup fans, hold on to your rest. This is the Corsair Summer Tournament, Summer Cup. It is a very exciting tournament. It's Russian Dota. We start off the group stages with Russian Dota. BTS will be covering the rest of this over the couple of days, but it is already action-packed just from this game alone. So.
Yeah, Group A today, and the format's good because it's GSL format, which means we'll have 2-round 1 match. It's basically a double elimination bracket. So one team will be knocked out today. If you lose this, you're not knocked out. VP will verse the loser of XKZ and Rock's Kiss, the infamous Rock's Kiss.
3-2-2 YOLO solo. Oh, the hook. Oh, no.
Just to escape. he wanted to
But
get out.
Dragon Knight, he goes in there. There's going to be a Malefice as well. Prophet takes a fall, and Illidan, he's in a rock and between a rock and a hard place. Black Hole was blown to that. The blink was on cooldown, but if he had got caught there, that could have been a really big throw. But Prophet KSI, I must say that he has been dying quite a couple of times and very unnecessarily as well. 1-4 on him, and every time he dies, the lane gets pushed out. So.
Yeah, Prophet's pushing out lanes, farming lots, but then just throwing away his life. He's not really actually pressuring towers, he's just pushing out lanes and slowing down his teammates' farm, if anything. So, VP, a string of bad events, makes it seem like they just need to play a more passive defensive game. If anything, I want to see them farm up their neutrals, push out lanes, and then go for a smoke game, rather than just push out lanes and continue to farm. They're getting picked off doing that. You can't play that style of play against a Wisp. You have to stick together more, which is where the smoke ganks should be coming into play.
Yep, the Dragon Knight has his BKB in about 400 gold, and that is a big turning point. Jackal, he's sitting at 3007. I'm not so sure what he wants to go for, but we can assume it will be a damage item. It could be a Desolator, it could be an MKB, it depends on him. But like you said, Desolator would be the best, and Clockwork, still not much item progression here. The Weaver, the Enigma, will have his BKB very soon. Yep, it's gonna be a straight Deso. Wow, he picks up the entire Desolator. And it's going to be a smoke gank here from Virtus Pro. And the Clockwork going to spot out the lifestealer immediately. Wisp gets gripped. Not so sure it's the best use of the grip. He has buyout. No, he has buyout in about 80 gold. So he doesn't have buyout for this fight, but it's not the biggest loss.
Yeah, they'll just retreat. They're not going to even lose a tower here because top lane's pushed out. Mid lane, they've already lost their tier 2. Maybe they pressure the tier 3, but they're not going to be able to take a tier 3. Clockwork can spam rockets. DK can spam flame breath. This tier 3 mid is perfectly secure. Prophet's already TP'd bottom, so it's just a Wisp pick-off, and Wisp pick-off means very little right now.
And with the grip used, he could have just used a sleep, I feel. But with the grip used, they won't be able to kill anyone for the next minute or so, and so Weaver's gonna feel pretty fine. And he might actually find ars-art here, and the latch is not gonna latch, and well, he's not gonna take any risk against the Bane Elemental. It's kind of a scary hero, so...
And iCCup don't want to fight right now because both their BK... Well, sure, okay, as I say that, Aegis timer ticks up. They've got 3 minutes on this Aegis, but if they wait 1 minute, they'll have 2 BKBs. On Dragon Knight, Dragon Knight just got his. Now Enigma's just got his, so they're not even waiting a minute. Wait 10 seconds and they're going to have double BKB. Now they want to fight.
Yep. And now, Jackal, Desolator, Aegis, Medallion, Lincoln. He has quite a lot of minus armor on his side. Add that with the Swarm will be... Well, I wouldn't say he picks on lifestealer, he could just pick on the rest. He could 2-3 shot some of the supports, I feel. With a Medallion. He's like, he has, I think, TA level of minus armor right now.
This is perfect. This is really the perfect timing window for iCCup. You look at games like StarCraft 2 where you have these timing attacks, this is it for iCCup. The BKBs, the Desolator and Weaver will bring down towers faster, everything's perfect.
Alright, and the Sonic Wave goes out, no, the Wisp gets picked up by the Wrath of Nature, but no, we're stand up here on Crazy, he's gonna fall there, but the Aegis is pop, is okay for the Weaver, he doesn't mind. The Wisp does come back, relocates into the fight, but Ledger's on the lifesteal's in a big load of trouble, he gets Dragon Tailed up, he's gonna get right clicked down, he goes for the Armlet Toggle, Rage, tries to pick him up at 4 staff, does buy him a lot of time, and the Weaver gonna be giving chase. The Swarm does latch onto you despite magic immunity, and Desolator does hurt a lot. And well, Dragon's gonna chase him. Illidan Storm Rage, he tries to run, he's gonna get Dragon Breath.
You've got to stun him.
Armlet toggling quite well.
Armlet toggle, you can't...
Yeah,
you need a stun. You can't beat his armlet toggle when you don't have a stun there.
Yeah.
The armlet toggle's so powerful. He's just done like 10 armlet toggles in one fight. He's gonna go down eventually, it looks like. He's still armlet toggling.
Wow.
This is ridiculous. Midnight Pulse. Damage, HP removal. There's a stun. Oh my gosh, that was... Cue the Benny Hill music. That was one of the longest chases. He started off in middle lane, he went all the way through top lane, through the jungle, then ended up again in middle lane.
Imagine if he had support on his way there. That would have been top 10.
Yeah. It's... DK couldn't get in range for a stun, it looked like, because you basically have to kill him while he's stunned.
He opted for he opted for one right click. He thought that the Shadow Blade would act over, but no. The Armlet does give you a lot of HP, And well, Lifestealer 25, and nope, they're relocating in. They're not taking any chances.
Radiant's
This
middle
kicked it down, and go grip on resolution. They were gonna bring it back. I think. Yeah, we're gonna bring it back. Great usage here on the win.
Is he still gripped? I wonder if that cancelled the grip.
Weaver, oh, he walks into it. This is a bit of a problem, but Weaver does die there. And this could be a big problem. Ultra kill here for Weaver. Jackal carries his team once again.
But he looked the wrong way, and the 4-star pushed him in the opposite direction. That would have been a team that would have been GG, but Lifestealer's still alive, so there's still some hope for VP. They'll lose one set of Raxes, maybe even more. iCCup are going to go top as well.
Yep, iCCup in a very
Dire's top
in the
tower
turn of
is
event.
under attack.
You might actually want to look towards banning
Radiant's
out the
top
Weaver
tower
against
is under
Jackal now.
attack.
They just profit buys out, but I don't think that you can fight them. They have a Weaver
Radiant's top
that
tower has
is
fallen.
really fat right now, 4.8k
Dire's
gold
top
on him.
tower
Gonna see if he
is
goes
under
for
iCCup is smart. They just back off. They don't overstay their welcome. They back off. They'll continue to farm, and they'll wait for Roshan to respawn again, probably.
Yeah, the single lane of Rax is going to be causing Prophet some issues. And of course, the reduced XP and gold is never because they have very strong hard carries.
It's all game one.
And yeah,
Game one.
yeah,
The game of
game
throws.
one. Game one was yeah, go watch the fort, guys. We have about 26 kills here in 32 minutes. It's pretty good, and I must say that Black Hole was amazing. Despite having the threat of Rubik there, he caught 3 heroes. Rubik was okay, but the devastating one was from Always Wanna Fly, giving Weaver the ultra kill. That was huge.
Yeah. Alright. Crazy once again on. So not crazy. KSI once again on this Nature's Prophet, and he really needs that side of ice.
Yeah, I wanted to get your, well, you get your views here. What's with the Boots of Travel Enigma? I would think a refresher up would be better. And Dragonite actually looking for initiation. No, not.
I guess he really wants to have the ability just to be anywhere on the map. Also to deal with the Nature's Prophet split push.
Yeah, that could be the case. With the towers all dropping down in the late game. Very little places TP2, and oh, they're gonna go for relocate. Going on to bait here. They're gonna stun him immediately. ars-art, no chance. BKB, ars-art, does he get a himself? But will he get away? Let's take Malefice goes out him. This will be his death. That'll be his kill. And Lifestealer, he picks off the Wisp in return. And isn't stun range. Once again, Knight takes a fall. The jam hits the floor. But Jackal, he comes back in. There's still a lot of bugs. Minusing the armor of Pinopin. Pinopin very low armor now. She could go down. Minus 10 armor there.
We've got out with the time lapse here. Look like he's going to be okay, at least for the time being.
Yeah, and they have the gem, so now I think that was a mistake. Going in without the black hole was a mistake. They got ars-art, but they lost DK, they lost a Wisp. So they cannot afford to do this a lot. And at least Jackal did that.
Yeah, well, Jackal survives. He still has not died all game. That's really impressive. Some people in the chat are saying the stream's a bit laggy. I don't know if you're dropping frames, but
yeah, I think it was dropping for a while, and I think it stopped now. Yeah,
stopped now.
my computer has been on for quite a long while, so I guess there's a little bit of issue with that. But yeah, it stopped already, so hopefully it doesn't persist.
It's alright. Well, we are going to have Roshan respawning in just a second here. And iCCup, they know this. If they can get this, it's almost GG then.
Yeah.
Probably see VP looking to contest it just because of how important this Roshan is. It's going to be Cheese and Aegis this time.
I'm not so sure if
right
I'll just make sure monitor the stream if the stream doesn't come back after this, but the Aegis, the Roshan is respawning. I might have to restart the stream. Should I restart it now? No.
Dire's top tower has been
See how it's going.
denied.
If it's still dropping frames, by all means, just restart it like really quickly. But Roshan's going to go down right now, so
Roshan's
it's
gonna
going to be
go
quick.
down right now. Yeah, I think the screen's back up. Is it back up? Yeah, it's back up. So I won't restart it. There's a pause. Okay, so I'm just going to give a check very quickly.
Is it showing that the you're dropping frames on XSplit, or is it okay there?
Yeah, it's okay already. It stopped dropping. This is
okay.
I think this does happen after I've been casting for like 5-6 hours, so I might have to restart sometimes once in a while. Oh, still.
If you're gonna restart right now while it's paused, by all means.
Should I? I'm just checking to see if the chat has got it back.
It should only go down for like what 10 seconds when you restart it, or do you restart your actual router?
No. If I just restart it now, the stream will come back 2 minutes as per the delay. How is it on your side? Is it still dropping? Is it lagging?
It seems good. Actually, it seems fine.
It seems fine for my side as well. So
Refresh stream should be better now. Alright, I just typed in.
Yeah.
It should be better now. Sorry about that, guys. Do apologise. For those of you just tuning in, or those of you wondering what it is you're watching, this is the Corsair Summit Tournament. $10,000 up for grabs between some of Europe and America's finest teams. gc.corsair.com, you can see all the information regarding the teams, the format, all that information, as well as you could win a gaming PC. There's a fully loaded gaming PC for one lucky winner. I know some friends who've already entered. So I was tempted to enter into that, but then I was like, wait a second, I don't need a PC. I'll leave it for other people.
Oh well, you could invest in a mouse for Australia, I guess. Touchpad gaming.
Yeah, I'm playing. I'm currently commentating using a touchpad. It's because I'm on my laptop, which I don't have a mouse plugged into. I have probably about 12 different mouses around my house because of all the different sponsor ones I got. Of course, if I had to choose, I'd use a Corsair mouse because Corsair is fantastic. But right now, we are in a bit of a pause. I think the stream's okay. I'll see if anyone says no more problems.
Okay. 2-minute delay, so it should be okay now.
Yep, people saying no lag, looks fine.
Right, so we're gonna do a little bit more theory crafting. Check out the goal graph. It's been wavy all around. It's been dipping heavily in iCCup's favor. It's been plateauing a little bit at 7.5k. The XP graph about just below 5,000. So they're looking pretty good, but at this stage in the game, you can't really call them. Well, you can't call the game unless they lose another major team fight. So it's 18k on the Weaver. He's looking really fat. Jackal, man, he's like undiscovered talent.
This could be like game one. You remember game one? We had the big team fight brewing at bottom lane, and then there was a pause. And then we had one of the most epic team fights ever.
Yeah.
There's not in the middle of a team fight, but when you have a Wisp who's right by the DK, we're going to see Wisp DK potentially relocate in. This could be the team fight to decide it all.
Yeah, and the good thing about iCCup's position is they do have a tier 2 bottom. So even if Wisp unrelocates, or what they call it, he returns to the location, comes back, he can always TP, he has a TP scroll. So he can TP in, rush into the Rosh pit. Tether has a really long connect range. So he could join the battle really quickly after the relocate wears off, but I don't think the battle is going to last that long. Resolution working towards an Assault Cuirass as well. He has a Chainmail. He has the Hyperstone as well. So he's working towards an Assault Cuirass, but they have to contest this Roshan. It's a Cheese Rosh. Yep, it's a Cheese Rosh. And is God still with me, or did he DC out?
I'm still with you.
Yeah.
I'm still with you.
Yeah.
I like the chat. I don't know if you would tune in to the Dota 2 Super League during the long pause, but Merlini had a good story.
Oh, what story was
I don't
that?
know if you have any good stories. It was about a time in Montreal. There was strippers involved. There was all kinds of. It was.
Well, I've been to Montreal.
I don't know what you get up to in Singapore. Singapore is a very safe place, let's say.
Singapore's a safe
very
place.
clean place.
I did talk about this last time I was casting and there was downtime, but I was just selling Singapore as a good holiday destination. I would say that it's kind of like the Hawaii of Southeast Asia, if I would be so bold.
I agree.
Yeah, it's like the Hawaii of Southeast Asia is, well, it's a bit more urban, I must say. It's a bit tough
Less
to live here.
peoples.
It's quite tough to live here. Same it is. It's very tough to live in Hawaii. I was there on vacation last winter. Yeah, so I was there on vacation, and the locals did tell us that Hawaii is very difficult to live in. Each person has to take at least 2 jobs because it was a small island and jobs were not easy to come by, and the pay was not that great. But if you're there as a tourist, it's wonderful. The beaches are great. Well, the people there are all really nice, very friendly, and of course they're good lookers on the beach. I mean, that's what Hawaii is. And it's not a myth. It's not a myth. And yeah, you can drink cocktails by the beach. And with my family, it was pretty fun. Singapore is pretty much the same, although I am a local here, so I'm at the difficult to live spectrum of the thing. But Marina Bay Sands, if you guys haven't heard of it, it's great.
Yeah, Marina Bay Sands, so nice. Good lookers in Singapore as well.
Yeah, you can say that. Well, that's what.
Depending on what kind of girl you're into, but
yeah, but yeah, Singapore is pretty multicultural. We're not part of China.
you get a bit of everything there. That's what that to me is the coolest part about Singapore, is all the different cultures there, as far as food goes, as far as just different people and atmospheres around. Like depending which area you're in, you get a bit of everything.
Yeah, food's actually the best part of Singapore. I think one of the best parts, if not the best. And that's one secret: if you are Caucasian, you are actually pretty adored here.
Yeah, well, I found that
are
out pretty quickly.
Yeah. We have this fascination, myself included.
I don't know why.
I've always
Us white
also
people are
liked
really very
Caucasian.
boring.
Well, to us, well, it's kind of a funny situation here in Singapore because we are all Asians, but our main language is English, and a lot of us actually suck at Chinese. So, myself included, I did pick up a bit of conversational Chinese because of my secondary school or high school for you guys. So I was forced into a Chinese school. Well, not forced, but my mom strongly encouraged. So I had the chance, and yeah. But still, because of our English background, we watch a lot of Hollywood. We watch all your TV series that you guys watch, Modern Family, Big Bang Theory, Two Broke Girls, all the kind of stuff. My friends, they talk about all the stuff, all thing American. So it's only natural when the Caucasian comes by our doorstep. It's like, oh look, a piece of Hollywood. But you don't even have to be from LA. You could be from Texas or anything or anywhere else.
Texas is awesome, man. No hating on Texas.
Yeah,
Texas is like the coolest state in the US.
Oh no, I was just giving a random state that is not LA. But yeah, Texas is nice as well, and well, DK has reconnected it, and hopefully you guys like that story. I'm sorry it's not strippers in Montreal. I've only been there once. I went to see a couple of churches, I think. If I got it right, it's in Canada, right? Right? Yeah, I think it's
Yeah, Montreal's in Canada. It's like the French part of Canada.
Yeah. Is it the place
Part
where they
which
film?
Canadians don't.
Yeah, it's the
accept.
place where they film like, Just for Love Cakes, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
we haven't
I'm pretty
resumed.
sure it is. Yeah, they've resumed.
Probably should. We need to focus because actually it looked like there was gonna be a fight, but there's not. So we can go
More
back to talking
anticlimactic
about
stuff for tonight here.
Two
15-minute
Broke Girls
pauses,
and
2 minutes
Texas and other
GG.
stuff. Yeah, that was something in the DSL.
Yeah, and well, looks like Jackal's smoked up for nothing. He's gonna feed off some treants now. And after a long pause, you kind of lose the adrenaline rushing through, and you don't want to take fights. You lose the will to fight. So, Aghanim Scepter for Clock, that's kind of big as well. But he has no buyout, so he has to be careful to not die before he's caused considerable amount of damage. And yeah, DK.
He's going to be looking for that Bane. The Bane is his main target.
Yeah.
If you get on him with a Cogs and get the battery assault, he's not casting a single spell in the fight. Doesn't have his BKB up yet.
Yeah. ars-art, he's a wanted man.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is
And
under attack.
looks like the Treants will be doing a little bit of work here on Roshan. Now they're just gonna be stalling him up. Jackal comes in to poke his head in, and now he's gonna go boldly. He's gonna march on in. He has buyback. He doesn't really care. He can even buy back and time lapse in, like he did in the last fight. But he does have BKB this time, so he has to be very careful. And DK.
Well, a bit of a. I mean, it's essentially a standoff. Neither team wants to give up Roshan. They want to try and push out these lanes as much as possible, and they're using their gems to try and de-ward as well, deny their opponent's vision. Because right now VP don't have great ward coverage in the river by Roshan, but they do in the middle lane.
But if you want to talk about sniping, I think iCCup has the best choice for best chance for it. There's the Weaver. He can slip in there. You lose track of time for a little while, and you see Roshan down all of a sudden, and it's not something you want to deal with. And with Aegis, yep, they're going to go for it right now. And talk about sniping, they're going for it.
They're getting it too fast. VP are too slow here. Bane needs to be careful because Clockwork has an Accept that could easily engage on him. And the advantage iCCup had there was they had the better ward coverage, and they also had Clockwork rockets. Rockets could scout out VP constantly, so VP never got in a position where they could go into Roshan.
And Dragon Knight pop is BKB. Not so sure if VP heroes caught sight of that. They might actually dive him if he's not careful here, but 50 seconds without the BKB, and very close to his. Oh, yeah, he had open wounds. Open wounds on Enigma. Enigma, what's he doing there? Not so sure. But that's no black hole for him. And Resolution, he might want to hold off on the fight. He has Assault Cuirass in about 1,000 gold. So they might just want to sit in the base, get that Assault Cuirass recipe up, and that armor bonus is going to counteract Life Stealers, and it's going to make Resolution really, really hard to bring down. There is no Desolator on the Life Stealer, so it's going to be like close to 40 armor on the Dragon Knight, so it's going to be very hard to bring him down.
Yeah, and Enigma does a buyback if they need it, but it looks like VP, even with the Enigma dead, aren't even trying to put on any pressure here. They know they're playing from behind. They're going to just use this opportunity while Enigma is dead to get better map control, continue to farm wherever they can in the lanes, and even like Nature's Prophet, he has his side of Vice, but he's still farming. He wants to make sure he has buyback. He wants to start building towards probably some sort of a damage item like an MKB, maybe a Desolator or a Daedalus, whatever it is, but VP just don't feel like they have enough damage right now.
Yeah, he's gonna get caught. He's gonna hex up, but there's an Aegis, so they could go for combination.
Great
but
play by
great
Wisp.
play from the Wisp. Yeah, but Wisp will throw his life away. I think Weaver's gonna stand near for the tether return, and looks like Virtus Pro gonna do the clever thing, not gonna go stand around the Wisp, and well, he does bring back the Dragon Knight.
Because a hook. Can
brings back
Clockwork
the
find
Dragon
anyone?
Yeah, they're gonna run away now. Oh, they spot him out. Is there gonna be a hook? If this is a hook, it could be over. Oh,
DK Shadow Blade. Oh, he's got tether movement speed. He's got a Shadow Blade in 3 seconds.
Oh, good hook!
Shot. Perfect.
Illidan gonna get trapped in, but he does have
He's
buyout.
done.
Oh, he's gonna beat down Mac. Mac goes down instead, but now KSI is gonna pay for his life as well. This could be a very bad fight for Resolution. Black Hole gonna catch both of them. Yeah, he's gonna catch Lifesteal as well, but Rubik, he steals the
Counter
Black
Black
Hole.
Hole.
And while Resolution gets hexed up, KSI in the back line of play there. He's gonna get picked up by the Dragon, but that was godlike by Jackal. Whoa, Jackal clears things up. Virtus Pro, Illidan, he picks up a double kill. It's gonna be, Grip is not used here for ars-art just yet. Jackal gets Grip. Is he gonna have time to pop the cheese? But no, Dragon Tail pops him up, but Weaver dies before he gets cheese. No buyout for him. But double kill here for Resolution. Buyback here for the Weaver. He comes in, he weaves in, and that's 2 kills. 3 kills for iCCup. Virtus Pro, they're forced to buy out with ars-art, but ars-art doesn't have the grip. Queen of Pain is really low, but Illidan, he has taken a fall there. He hasn't used his buyout, he still has it, but Dragon Knight is gonna pressure the top. Oh, tier 3 is down. I didn't know the tier 3 was down. Did it take it earlier on?
They got it after they got the Raxes, that's right.
Yeah,
It was after they got mid-Raxes. They got
And
the
now-
tier 3 top, and then to back off. Oh, ars-art, is he dead?
Yeah, he's dead. Oh, he sticks himself in time, but he
Nice.
still dies anyway. But Lifestealer buys out a little bit late, I think. They could just suicide on this Rex and it would be worth
Queen
it.
of Pain has to heal.
Resolution
really
could just
fight
die
right
here and
now.
I think it'd be worth it. The Jackal has to be careful, he doesn't have buyout though.
He's getting bashed up. Oh, he goes down even after using his BKB gem on the ground as well here.
That's a very
Weaver
fast
picks
pick.
up the gem.
he's gonna
Shikuchi
die.
needs a time lapse. Anything? No, he gets lifted up.
And no
Rubik's
buyout, that was a
lifted hard.
mistake. That was a mistake. They could have taken the Rex and ran, but DK decided to be greedy, stayed there and tried to get a kill.
Radiant's middle tower
And
is
Weaver
Very
should've just
expensive Raxes.
Yeah, he should have just left DK to die. It would have been worth it. But now they could be in danger of a counter attack, and they don't have buyout on both heroes. So if Virtus Pro want to take a big risk here, they could pick up something like, well, they don't have money for a rapier, but they could go for something really all-in-ish and just push in all the way, take the tier 3 and go for Throne.
Yeah, it's hard because their only real rapier hero is maybe the Nature's Prophet. Illidan wants to just finish off his Abyssal Blade because of all the BKBs up. He wants that stun that can go through, which is going to be the Abyssal Blade. And VP know they need to do damage now. Weaver has no buyback because he used it in that last fight. It's so cool seeing the buyback into time lapse, but now he has it for no. He can't get back to the fight for 30 seconds. Same for DK. DK bought his Assault Press. This is counter Raxes coming out from VP.
Yeah, I don't think they can get another one. They don't have a Desolator on their side. They have an Assault Cuirass. They go for the ranged Rex, which is a mistake. I feel they should go for another set of Rex. But I think DK is going to be back up in time. Black Hole is off cooldown 30 seconds, along with the Weaver. So they do pay iCCup. They do pay for a little bit of that overextension, but in the end, I would say Virtus Pro are still really far behind.
Not as badly anymore by any. They're actually, I think after getting Raxes, they're almost even. They're definitely not ahead, but I wouldn't say they're that far behind because Lifesteal has his Abyssal Blade now, and they're playing safe enough that VP will always have these buybacks. They're not going to lose the game in the next 5 minutes. This game could well go 50, 60 minutes. It's probably going to be decided by the next Roshan even because that's in 5 minutes time. But right now VP are going to sit back, farm buybacks. iCCup don't want to take any chances because DK, he's got no money for buyback, and Weaver, his buyback's on cooldown. So until they have these, they don't want to fight.
Yeah, and
or do they? I say that as they go down as they go down bottom lane. But this is a very risky fight. They do have an Assault Crest on DK now. They do a Black Hole backup, but just not having buyback on Weaver or DK to me is reason not to fight.
yeah, at
VP
this
have
point,
buybacks.
Yeah, at this point, if they do, Lifestealer doesn't have buyback. He bought out, right?
Yeah, Queen of Pain and Nature's Prophet. 2 of their 3 carries have buyback.
And Quap is actually quite a big problem now with her Hex. So she does do significant. No, she does do not. Well, I won't say significant. She does do decent right click with the Hex, and the Hex is always a big problem. And at this point, I think iCCup should just sit back. They have 2 sets of, yeah, like you said, Raxes, and it will push out to the Radiant base. So Virtus Pro, they're the ones that have to take action. Whereas iCCup, they can sit back, get up the core items, make sure they have buyback, and maybe even fight for the next rush. I think it will be a fight of the next rush. that wins the game. Because anyone that screws up now
Absolutely
loses the game. So
both teams will be looking to fight over the next Roshan, and at that point, both teams will want to have buyback, which on as many heroes as possible. Which right now, only Queen of Pain and Prophet do. Lifestealer, he's going to have enough gold soon, but it's on cooldown. Similar story with the Weaver. Both Weaver and Lifestealer have about 2 minutes on their buyback cooldown, and when Roshan respawns, well, that's more than 2 minutes away. So all these heroes will have buyback unless they're getting picked off in the next few minutes. What I think would be really cool to see is a team go for a smoke gang right now, in the next minute or so, before Roshan respawns, get a smoke kill. They'll either force a buyback or it will guarantee your Roshan. If you force a buyback, it's a big win right now. So neither team really using a lot of smokes right now.
I think a Roshan for iCCup is a win. Because a Cheese and Aegis, I don't think, with buybacks, Virtus Pro can't really deal with that. The time lapse, Jackal is like a BOT, he can come right back into the fight. Although at half health, but still, he can come right back into the fight. And that is something that I think Virtus Pro have the Rexes to deal with. They can just throw the bodies at the last set of Rex, get Mega Creeps and win. So, iCCup, Rex, Roshan means win. Virtus Pro, they have Roshan, they have a good chance to take this game, but I think it's more important for Virtus Pro to contest it.
The thing is, even though it's just a range barracks at top lane, that's still actually helpful, because it means if they maybe get bottom Raxes, just having that one range barracks at top lane could stall them getting Mega Creeps, which makes a big difference. So, the fact they've kept this range Rax alive at top lane is actually helping them out quite a lot.
Yeah. I agree, definitely, but net worth gonna be peaking, both Lifestealer as well as the Weaver. Jackal, he has died twice now, so his clean record has been tarnished a little bit, but he has gotten a big trade out of those deaths, so pretty worth it. Resolution, he has gotten caught out quite a bit, but so has Illidan, so pretty even across that board. And now, like you said, the smoke gang has come out, and was there any wards that spotted them? I think a dying creep spotted them out. They smoked a bit too early, that's why there's a caution ping coming out from Always Wanna Fly. The creep, Dying Breath, won the base, and well, home in trouble, they're gonna back off.
Yeah, iCCup are grouped up as 5. As soon as, it's one of those things where it's somewhat obvious, as soon as your opponents go missing from the map, you say, okay, there's smoke. Even Nature's Prophet smoke with them. Nature's Prophet should be farming one of the lanes, because he can always TP in, but he wants to be there just so they can maybe have an instant side of Vice.
Oh, they're gonna walk into a black hole. Sprout's gonna check out the high ground. They hex up on Enigma. Enigma doesn't have buy out, so he's gonna die. And no, Enigma doesn't have buy out in Resolution. BKB up on him, sleeps himself. ars-art, but a nice dragon. The dragon's gonna pick up a lot of them. The AoE splash picks up the Prophet as well. The Lifestealer, a lot of buyouts coming out. And now the Weaver, his minus armor doing a lot of work. The gem hits the ground, and that was a great hook here from Mac. He isolated the Pain Elemental, forced ars-art to sleep himself, cannot grip anyone. And the hook shot latches onto Prophet as well as Lifestealer. Running into that choke point was a huge mistake.
Yeah, it was a terrible place to take a fight for VP. It was a big choke point. All of this just crowd control was executed perfectly, and that's not including the Enigma. Enigma got picked off. It was actually really neat how the Enigma died. They didn't have vision uphill until the Sprout. The Sprout looked terrible, but the Sprout gave them vision of the Enigma so that they could scythe him. Even though the Sprout was on the low ground, the trees gave slight vision on the high ground, and they got the Hex off immediately on Enigma, killed him, but they then got overconfident and fought in a terrible location.
Yeah, it's like, oh, Black Hole's down and we're gonna run up the hill. And well, you run up the hill against a nice dragon, the cogs, even less space to run. And I say Resolution doesn't have a lot of damage. Well, he does have a decent amount with that Assault Cuirass now, and Desolator, as well as the Swamp, reducing a lot of your damage. And this is Roshan, and I think VP might have just lost the game here. But still, not gonna count them out. This is a possible Game of Thrones. It could happen, it could always happen. But
we've seen our share today.
Yeah, I've seen our share, and I've seen enough of EG to know that anything can be thrown. So we're gonna see if iCCup can actually seal the deal here. But Virtus Pro, they are gonna be playing from behind now. All their buyouts are spent, and all the important ones anyway.
The cool thing about having used your buybacks is it means you just buy your items. Nature's Prophet will just get his next item, probably a Desolator as soon as possible. Maybe even saying like a Maelstrom into Mjolnir. But all these heroes are just going to be buying items as soon as they can. Just because Queen of Pain does have buyback though. So Queen of Pain with buyback, Lifestealer with not.
Yep, and they actually want to push out the top lane. So if the fight below gets a little bit extended, Prophet can actually go up, push up the lane, actually look for counter Rex. But right now, I don't think they're in any position to take counter Rexes because they don't have any more left to trade. So this is gonna be the last fight, I imagine. Virtus Pro versus iCCup in its best of 3 and Corsair Summer Cup. So big shout out to Corsair. Yeah, we're gonna have to fight here very soon. No,
Yeah,
taking the
this is the turning point. This is, well, not the turning point. This is the deciding point. This is going to be the game reaching a climax as iCCup looking to break the base. Aegis and Cheese. Surely this is enough.
Yep, Dragon's going up. Oh, Hex up on the Dragon. I like how Enigma was smoked in the background. Looking for the black hole now, looking for it, just looking. Patience from him. He goes for the black hole. He catches the bait. He catches the Queen of Fate. Queen of Fate buys back immediately, but no more ars-art for this. A stolen black hole catches all 5 of them, but not enough. iCCup, they might have just won because of that black hole. And well, Weaver is just a little bit too farm. Nature's Prophet, he tries to make a run for it, but triple kill for Resolution. Jackal as well as the DK. I take it all back. Weaver and Dragon Knight, they did enough damage. And well, Virtus Pro, they're gonna crack under the pressure. The Dragon Bond prevails, and well, who's through there, guys?
Well, Rubik hit a fantastic blink black hole there, but it didn't matter because there was no follow-up damage. Queen of Pain, bought back, dies again, and well, when a tree falls in the woods and nobody hears it, doesn't make a sound. It's the same with that black hole. No one's there to do any damage. It didn't matter at all. And iCCup, they secure themselves a 2-1 victory over VP. This is the same VP who beat Alliance just recently, and here they are losing to iCCup. It just goes to show how tough it is these days in the Western Dota scene.
And well, I hear the resounding cheers of iCCup fans who have won a lot of rares. I think the odds for this game was pretty skewed. So, iCCup fans, enjoy your rares, easy life. And yeah, this has been the Corsair Summer Competition and Summer Cup competition. And yes, Virtus Pro versus iCCup. They take the series 2-1. iCCup, congratulations to them. They will move on. I'm not so sure how the brackets work. So, will they move up or will Virtus Pro get eliminated?
Virtus Pro, they drop down like sort of to the loser bracket, so they will verse the loser of Next KZ and Rock's Kiss, and then the winner of that match will verse iCCup. So two of the 4 teams advance, and then 2 of them get knocked out. So you get another chance. It's a double elimination bracket essentially.
Right. So okay. So guys, this has been very interesting. There's a Game of Thrones in Game 1. There is an absolute turnaround for VP in Game 2, and iCCup with Jackal, his Weaver working for the 3rd time in a row. Well, he carries his team to victory, and of course a great black hole from Enigma. That was a great black hole from Rubik, but Enigma, he landed the initial black hole that won them the game. So, good job to iCCup, and we'll see them more tomorrow on BTS. Be sure to follow them and keep track on all the Twitter updates. And I've been your host, Lysander Zenora with Gods. If you like my casting, follow me on twitch.tv/LysanderZenora. Follow me on my Facebook page. I'm sure the mods in the chat can paste them for you. And of course, Twitter @LysanderZenora. You can search them on Facebook, search them on Twitter. It's always the same name. And help me out on my social media. It really does help me a lot. So,
yeah, big thanks, Lysander. Definitely, guys, check him out. He's putting in a lot of hard work for us here at Beyond the Summit, allowing LD and myself to occasionally sleep. Although, with that said, LD's been awakened. He's gonna have to pull some weight and cast the next few games. So, be sure to check me out as well. I'm twitter.com/btsgods. But more than anything, show some support to Lysander. This is, as said, the Corsair Summer Tournament. Summer Gaming Tournament. I believe it's just the Corsair Summer Tournament is the name, but $10,000 up for grabs, so a lot of pocket change. And we'll have our next match, which is Rock's Kiss, famous Rock's Kiss,
YOLO
up against
solo.
XKZ. No more solo, unfortunately.
Yeah, no more solo, but 322 will forever be in our minds. But yeah, that's all the announcements for today. And stat screen, but you guys want to see it? I'm not so sure what's happening next, but yeah, stat screen for you guys want to see it. Keep track. We're gonna have more announcements for you later on. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next game, next time.